What's up everybody? In this video, we're looking at some more Machinima series and the movie. Now it seems that y'all really enjoyed that last Machinima video and I really enjoyed making that, so I thought why not make this his own series. We got a lot of fan favorites in here, so I hope you guys enjoy them. But before we get into the video, if you guys could potentially leave a like and subscribe, it helps the channel out tremendously and I really appreciate your support. Now let's go ahead and get right into this.
CNP.
CNP is a series that could have been in the last Machinima video, but I didn't want the video to be too long, so it got a cameo, but it's about to get its shine now. CNP was created in 2008 by Alexo. Originally the show was called Coke and Pepsi, and it took place in Halo 3 on Standoff, but later on the show was reformatted for Halo Reach, and its name was changed to CNP. The show follows Chad Coca-Cola, his older brother Peter, who was known as Pepsi, and Chad's weird friend Do. Most episodes take place at Shallow High, where Chad and Do as students dealing with the peer pressures of popularity and conformity to social norms. Some of the other characters are the douchebag Richard, the school thoughts, their teacher Miss Bitch, Mr. Sinister who should be in someone's prison, and the drug dealer Pookie. Like RB and the Chief in Red vs. Blue, CNP is one of the longest Halo Machinima series and one of the only series still running from the Golden Age. I come back and watch some of my favorite episodes every now and then, like Nan Cat, The Homecoming Rant, and the episode is based off of a school dance. But my favorite episode is Last Day of School. Mainly because Richard got what was coming to him. Richard was a terror to Do for most of that episode, but all it needs to be said is that you can fuck with Do, but you don't fuck with Pookie.
He thinks he can mess with a guy named Pookie? Get away with it? I'll show him! I'll grab the popcorn!
His butt's about to become a parking space.
But yeah, CNP is a great Machinima series and it's definitely worth checking out. Alexo dropped a new episode called Ben. It's the unreleased part 2 to the original video. He's experimenting with Gary's mod, and while it's different, I like it. Different medium, but the charm is still there. There was also a cartoon pilot. It's good, but it weirds me out how the characters' mouths are sometimes longer than their faces. But other than that, this is how I imagine these guys looking in cartoon form. You should check it out.
Where the hell do these things keep coming from?
Rise of the Spartans was created in 2011 by Order 617, nowadays known as David RB through his channel Black Plasma Studios. They no longer create Halo content, at some point they moved to Minecraft animations. David has retired from Minecraft and is working on a game called Arcadian Rift that he's going to release on Steam. I might check it out when it comes out, it looks interesting. Rise of the Spartans is about a group of Spartans called Spartan Dispatch Unit Kilo, or the Argonauts, who are fighting on Reach during the Covenant War. The team is made up of Brass, Ocelot, Swift, Whisper, and their leader Night Flash. Despite their best efforts, the writing is on the wall. Reach is about to fall to the Covenant. Instead of staying and potentially dying on the planet, they decide to escape so they may live to fight another day. They manage to transport themselves from Reach, hoping to land on Arcadia, but end up on a Forerunner ring and separated from one another. The Covenant are on the ring as well. They are looking for a way to activate the ring that will start the Great Journey, which will basically destroy all life in the galaxy. So now the group must not only find each other, but also defeat the Covenant with help of other forces they meet spread around the ring, an AI, and some unlikely allies. I gave the overall synopsis of the series, but honestly, it doesn't do the story justice. It has so much depth. This is one of the first Machinima series that I ever watched, and I enjoyed watching it again for this video. What made me like the series so much was not only the amazing story and the battles, but the characters, even the ones outside Kilo Team. I love Takan or Raptor, everything from his personality to his golden energy stored. He's very interesting. Unlike his fellow elites, he doesn't blindly follow his commander Ragov, who is on a massive power trip. This and his friendship with Ocelot leads him to follow his own path to redemption. To me, the question this series asks is, do you blindly follow orders and what's perceived to be right, or do you follow your own path based on what you believe is right? Rise of the Spartans is one of the best Machinima series ever created. David and the voice actors put their hearts and souls into this series and it really shows. I'll warn you though, these parts can be long. I mean the shortest part is 24 minutes and that's if you're watching the classic version. If you watch the director's cut, the parts are condensed so no video is under an hour, but it won't feel like you're wasting your time, trust me. If you haven't seen Rise of the Spartans, go and watch it, you will not be disappointed.
I've been asked how our story ends, but how can it? How can we possibly find resolution after so much has happened?
The war is over, but the fires burn on, and in time, our voyage will become history and our actions will become a legend. The chapters that we have written are part of a greater act.
As we depart our separate ways, we return to friends and to families. We return home. The sun rises to welcome us as a new day begins.
But victory was not achieved without sacrifices. We leave behind remnants of our journey. They were lost so that we may prevail.
Yet, even as we lose all else, we retain hope that our sacrifices were for a purpose, and that others will live on to remember them.
The story continues because it's the combination of many. Every character gives and takes a little, helps shape and change it. The choices we make will ensure its immortality.
Our adventure may be over, but our story lives on through everyone that we shared it with. Because of this, a good story will never end.
The Running Dead is a series that one of my viewers mentioned to me, and after I finished watching it, I had to ask myself, why didn't I watch this sooner? It was made by Nightmare Films in 2013. I watched Nightmare Films' other series by one, so I wonder why I skipped this one. The story revolves around a group of survivors who are trying to survive in a post-apocalyptic world overrun by zombies and terrorized by bandit groups. The zombies are a result of a virus that changes people into zombie-like beings. This happened because of a person known as the Chemist who wanted to cleanse the world of evil and build a brand new world in his own vision. Season 1 takes place in the beginning of the apocalypse and is centered around a settlement called New Canton. The settlement was built to protect the living from the infected and the cannibals. Yeah, you don't want to get stuck on their mountain.
Are you hungry, brothers and sisters? Get him!
I'm out!
Eventually, the Chemist shows himself and it becomes a mission to take him down to prevent the spread of the virus. Season 2 takes place 57 years later. All the new generations meet, and it's where the series meets a sad but impactful conclusion. The Running Dead is a great series, one I recommend to anyone looking to get into machinima.
Stay together, we can wait, stop!
Forget you guys, I'm getting out of here!
No, don't leave! We're stronger together!
He took our defective Warthog. He's not gonna make it.
More are coming, what do we do?
Get to the Falcon.
If you want something more sitcom-like, why not The Unsociables? It was created in 2011 by Mike W.B. It follows two guys, Mike and Pat, who work at a game store called the X Button. These two get caught in some crazy situations like hiding their boss from the cops after he assaults someone, to escaping from a virtual simulator, to dealing with a perverted stalker.
Thank you for calling the X Button. How can I help?
I'd like to speak to your assistant manager.
Okay. Hey Connor, it's for you.
This is Connor, the assistant.
You wanna see my dick?
How? How could he have tracked me down?
These guys' lives are an adventure every day. I was rolling when that porn video started playing on the big screen, The second time it happened, it had a crowd. I had a feeling that they were going to try and make that a part of their business, especially after that crowd bought everything in the store. Now, I will say that the show is definitely not PC. It's a product of its time. The show was unlisted at one point because of this. If that doesn't bother you, then the show will get some laughs out of you for sure. And it even has some dramatic moments thrown in there, and they're done pretty well. There are 4 seasons. While the 4th season was never completed, there are 29 episodes. There's plenty of videos for you to watch.
Holy shit.
This is the first Machinima movie on the list, and it's a good one, y'all. Dawn of the Titans came out in 2015. It was created by Digital Virus and directed by Stephen Hancock. The movie is over 2 hours long, so it would take a while to break the story down to you guys, but the description for the movie is: when the hierarchs of St. Helios are overthrown by Covenant extremist Nakai, he carries out a conquest to locate the man's responsibility. From 2558 to 2557, he was able to conquer 3/4 of the human colonies, including the purge of Oni's new reinstated Spartans forces. With the UNSC now being out of options, Oni turns to a retired Spartan 1 Key to develop an advanced genetic mutation to allow the remaining Spartan 2s to go above and beyond their original capabilities. This was known as Project Olympian. Only 3 Spartans qualified, and they're now referred to as Titans. The Titans are Perseus, Achilles, and Gabriel. These guys are tanks. They can rival Master Chief, that's all you need to know. Speaking of the Master Chief, he was in this movie, and to top it off, Kilo Team from the Rise of the Spartans and Dartnall from the Forgotten Spartans were in here too. There was an all-star cast from this movie. Everything about this movie was great. The characters, the cinematography, the music, it all hit the right notes. If you haven't seen this movie, go and see it. You will not be disappointed. Trust me.
Holy shit. Is that the scepter? Perseus, set tracking points on those pods.
There's something for ya!
This series was created by Lambda D in 2013, and it's about a Halo Covenant war veteran retelling his experience during the war as part of King Company. I enjoyed watching this one mainly for its tone. It felt like I was watching a war docuseries or something. Some people said it reminded them of a miniseries called Band of Brothers. I've never seen it, but my interest is piqued though. The sound design, the camera work, it all adds to the awesome story told. I wish there were more parts though. There haven't been any new parts since 2015, but it's still worth watching. You'll like this one.
Jesus fucking Christ!
Command, dimension fucking pad.
I was looking for a more comedic Machinima series, and I found this one, Unexpected Adventures, and yeah, that name fits perfectly. It was created in 2010 by Fall Ferber Films, and the show is based off 2 characters, Eric and David. They're just chilling at their base playing golf one day, and Eric is not caring for it at all. He's bored as hell, and he gets the idea to go on an adventure. From here, things get unexpected. By running into a farting cave, being chased by a droid, to looking for the last Twix bar. I'll be honest, story-wise, I was lost by episode 6. This is one of those shows where the plot takes a backseat to all the crazy shit that's happening. Episodes 2 and 4 were my favorites. Episode 4 mainly for the knockoff Jurassic Park. If this is your kind of show, then you should give it a look.
Dude! Fucking cavemen! Bone out! Bone out!
I was gonna save this for another Machinima video, but after watching Dawn of the Titans, it wouldn't be right to not include the Forgotten Spartans. This series was created by Dartnell back in 2007, so hey, this was a Golden Age classic. Unlike the other series on this list, this one takes place in Halo 3 entirely, and I have to say, it's one of the best Halo 3 Machinimas I've seen. It's a bit dated, but it holds up well. It was taken down, probably during the Great Machinima Purge. Machinima was messed up for how they deleted all those people's videos. Fortunately, he was able to re-upload it. The story is centered around Spartan Squad Omega, who go by Dartnell, Conan, and Cosmic. They are left in a newly discovered Halo ring and are searching for a Hornet that was left behind, while trying to uncover the mystery of their abandonment. Of course, the Covenant are on the ring too. They're supposed to be protecting some Forerunner relic. They at least have their own dilemma to deal with, while appeasing the hierarchs and deal with the humans, so they don't really want to fight anyway. Essentially, they would rather negotiate for the humans to leave the ring and not destroy it, but they feel that if the humans found out what they've been hiding, there will be no room for negotiation. Knowing this, you can kind of sympathize with them. There's a bigger threat working in the shadows of this ring. The fight scenes are great for Halo 3 standards. In my opinion, this series set the standard for how massive battles should be. And on top of that, the Master Chief and Cortana are in here. That just did it for me. I love it when the creators put them in their shows. It makes it feel tied to the official story. The Forgotten Spartans is a great series and definitely worth checking out. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. It was a lot of fun making this. It was time consuming, but it was a lot of fun. If you want me to continue this series, let me know in the comments as well. There's a lot of Machinima to watch out there. Feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
DJ Sonic Freak.